Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Over 2 months after the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) asked Chevron Nigeria Limited to resolve all issues surrounding the implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act and the establishment of Host Community Development Trust for Ugborodo, Ogboegungun and the Ele communities in Warri South local government area of Delta State, Chevron is yet to comply. In response to Chevron's non-compliance, youths from the 3 communities have since occupied the Chevron facility in Escravos, insisting that they will remain there until the oil multinational shows respect for the Nigerian state and its laws by recognizing their host community development trusts. Several youths in their numbers from Ugborodo, Ogboegungun and the Ele communities in Warri South West local government area of Delta State last week occupied the Chevron Escravos gas to liquid facility in protest over the company's non-implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA) for their communities. The placard-carrying youths also placed a traditional idol in front of the gate of Chevron facility. According to the youths, the idol, known as Ogbejugbele, will not harm any of the Chevron staff, but was brought out as a symbolic display to drive home the point that their ancestors were angry with Chevron Nigeria Limited. About 3 months ago, following a similar demonstration, the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) had formally written to Chevron to resolve the matter and honor the demands of the community by recognizing their host Community Development Trust according to the provisions of the Petroleum Industry Act and increase the number of trustees from 5 to 9. Chevron, however, has continued to ignore not just the communities but the directives of NUPRC. Chevron's refusal to comply is informed by the fact that it prefers dealing directly with the Warri monarch, His Majesty, the Olu of Warri, Ogiame Atuwase III, a situation which HOSCOM, the host communities producing oil and gas, have continued to insist is not captured in the Petroleum Industry Act, as High Chief George Buckner of HOSCOM tells us.
We have the complaints right here. How the alleged settlers asked traditional rulers to send the names to them. That is not what the PIA says.
The IOC in our place is not consulting directly with the community. They don't even visit the communities. All meetings they have been holding has been in the palace. The IOC in our place, Chevron, even after they formed the BOT, or the BOTs, all BOT meetings have been holding in the palace. Even the last one they held just now, it was in the palace, not in the community. They have never held any meeting in the community. Chevron is trying to create problem for us in the Shakiri area.
The demonstrators from Ugborodo had tendered 41 demands to Chevron, insisting that they will not vacate the premises until their demands are met.
They should implement Ikbere Host Community Development Trust, PIA. That's the P1. They should implement it. That's what we actually want here.
The protest will go on. We will continue to protest until they answer our needs.
Apart from the implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act, the protesters are also accusing Chevron of very poor corporate social responsibility, as well as non-compliance with local content and host community obligations.
We cannot be here while they are doing maintenance inside this yard here. Out of 5,000 people, even in the community, that we cannot even take 10 persons. They refuse to obey the local content. The shitting is too much. We are tired of these people.
Go look with community, with no water, no light, nothing day. And company they here. What be the need? Make the park come for we land.
Chevron, an organization that has a penchant for avoiding media inquiries, had earlier refused to speak with Inside the Niger Delta when we contacted its general manager, Policy, Government and Public Affairs, Mr. Brickins Esimaje, on the issue of implementation of the PIA. According to the president of HOSCOM, Chief Benjamin Tamara Nebi, what is playing out between Chevron, its host communities, and the traditional institution in Warri is a case of divide and rule orchestrated by the multinational for its own benefits.
They only believe in divide and rule, and we cannot watch. This time around, these laws are guiding us. Whatever step we take, these laws are guiding us.
After having its directive flouted with impunity, the NUPRC, which is fast gaining a reputation of a barking dog that cannot bite, has once again called for another tripartite meeting with the host communities and Chevron. Hopefully, after the meeting, some proper resolutions can be arrived at that will trigger Chevron's respect and compliance of the Petroleum Industry Act, a law passed by the National Assembly and assented to by former President Muhammadu Buhari in August 2021.
Inside the Niger